Hello everyone, this is Biru from CRCF McGill, and today in our tutorial number 3, we will talk about how to set up categorical variable questions in LimeSurvey using list radio and list with comment. And of course, you will need to log into McGill LimeSurveys. Today we will continue to work on our practice survey here, Intro to LimeSurvey for CRCF. So I'm just going to click on it. In our tutorial number 2, in order to preview a question we set up in descriptives, we have added a fake question under categorical questions. So it's right here. This is our fake question, and we don't want it, so we're going to delete it today, and I will show you how to delete questions. So all you need to do is go to the group where the question is and then select the question itself. You click once and the question summary will appear on the right hand side. So H-test, this is our fake question and we don't want it anymore, so we're going to delete it. All you need to do is go to the top button here, the delete button on the top right here, click on it, and you just need to confirm your action, say yes, and voila, you just deleted a question. And another way to do it is basically go to list questions. All the available questions will appear on the right hand side here, and you can just delete them clicking this button right here, the delete garbage bin button on the right hand side, and you can delete multiple ones at a time. So that's how you can delete questions. Okay, so let's say today we would like to know the favorite color of our participants, and we would like to set this up as a categorical question. So let's go to our question explorer under categorical questions. Now there are no questions in this group because we just deleted that one question there. And in order to add a new question, you just need to click this little plus sign here like we did yesterday in tutorial number 2. So I'm going to click on it, and here of course you need to assign a code to this particular question. The code is like a variable name, so we would like to know the favorite color of our participants, so I'm just going to call it color. Okay, so then right under the code, we need to write the actual question. What is your favorite color? Okay. If you want to add additional description, explanations, and examples, you can write it right here in the box of help. So then that's that. Let's move on to the right hand side where we can select what kind of question type we would like to enter. So like I said before, we would like to use list radio because this is a very common format of presenting categorical questions. So we're going to choose list radio. Okay, so let's move on. Under general options, you can select other as one of the option answers automatically for this question, which will appear at the end of the question. So you can set it as on, so the option other will appear automatically at the end of the question as one of the options. However, I do not recommend to do it this way due to data exportation complications. I will explain further a little bit later on why this is the case. So let's move on to continue to set up other general options first, okay? So if we want this question to be mandatory, of course we need to set this as on, and you leave everything as default. Let's go to advanced settings. The only one option I would recommend you to change in advanced settings is under other right here, SPSS export scale type. So this is where you can choose what kind of scale type this question belongs to. So because this is a categorical question, we can select it as nominal, or if you're really lazy, you can just use default as it appears. However, I would recommend you to maybe change this for data exportation later on. So let's change it to nominal for this specific question, and you just basically leave everything else as it is. And now, since we are done this page, all we need to do is save and close. Once you click Save and Close, it will bring you back to the question summary of this question that you just created about the favorite color of your participants. So because this is a categorical question, of course we need to add answer options to this question. So if you take a look at this, on the right hand side, edit answer options, you just need to click this button right here. You can add all the answer options. So you're just gonna click on it. So here we can start entering the answer options on this page, and the code here actually is the value of your answer options. So I would not recommend to use their default as A1, A2, A3. I would recommend you to start entering the exact values of your answer options here under code. So hopefully by now you have your code book, and so you can do it according to your code book. So you can answer this as 1. Let's say the first option is black because it's about color, and then we can continue to add insert a new answer option after this one by clicking this little add plus sign button right here. But another way to do it is do quick add, which I actually prefer doing it this way. And so basically here you can just enter all your values and answer options here. One answer per line, and you separate your code and your answer option by semicolon. So you just need to do 1 and then black, and then for the next answer option will be 2, let's say yellow, and the next line 3 semicolon, blue, and the next line 4 semicolon white, and then next line 5 semicolon, what else we can write as color, orange, and I think we're good. Let's just add for 5 options for now. So let's add. So there we go. Oh, I accidentally added 2 blacks because we already have option 1 as black originally entered here. So we can just delete 1 option. So now that it disappeared. Now we have 1 is black, 2 is yellow, 3 as blue, 4 as white, and 5 as orange. So that's how you can enter the value of your answer options and all the answer options here on this page. Okay, so once again, all you need to do is save and close. And voila. So previously, I recommend not to use the option other for this particular list radio question, and if we want to add it back to our answer options, we can do it here by clicking edit. If you want to make any changes to your question, to the code with the variable name of your question, you can just click edit here. It will bring you back to this interface where you can make changes. Okay, so let's say we select option other as one of the answer options, and if this question is not mandatory, let's see what happens. Let's just entertain this idea and see what it looks like. Okay, so now we finish all the changes, and let's preview this question like we did before. All you need to do is click this button on the top right here, preview question. Okay, so now you can see this is under the group of categorical questions, and you will see what is your favorite color as our question. and we have black, yellow, blue, white, orange as and other as our answer options. So everything actually looks pretty normal and fine from what we can see here. However, if this question is not mandatory, meaning participants can leave this question blank and not answer it, after exporting the data to SPSS, for example, whoever did not answer this question will appear as missing. And at the same time, if someone chose the option other right here, and this person did not write anything in the text box next to it, so the person left it blank here but chose the option other, after exporting the data to SPSS in the data file, you will not be able to distinguish this particular participant who chose the option other without specifying in the text box from participants who actually did not answer this question. So that is why I do not recommend using other automatically as an option here in this categorical question. However, if you do want to keep an option as the option other as one of your option answers, you can do it another way, which I'm going to show you right now. So another way of setting up a categorical question with the option other is to set it up as list with comment. So because we want to keep this as an example, let's just copy this question, and of course we'll give it another name, another variable name, basically call it question 1, color 1 I meant. So then what is your favorite color 1? So we can distinguish this question from our previous question. So copy sub-questions. Yes, I think we just need to leave everything as it is. Oh no, actually we need to change general options, and this time we don't want option other here, so we set it as off, and then we want this question to be mandatory. So that's how we can do it. Save and close. Okay, so now it brings us back to here. So now we added this copy question color 1 as a second question under the group categorical questions, because we want to change this as a not list radio, want to change it to list with comment. So we're gonna do edit right here and change the question type right here. Gonna change it to list with comment. There we go. And I think we can leave everything else as it is. General options, mandatory, on, good. Advanced settings, other. SPSS exportation scale, nominal, good. So we just leave everything as it is then. Okay, now we're gonna save and close. It will bring us back to this question summary page, and because we want to add other as one of the answer options, of course then we need to go to edit answer options. So gonna click on add the answer options and bring it here. The quickest way to do it, just click quick add. So here we can add option other as one of our answer options, and we can also assign a value, a code to this option other, so that we will know a specific number is attached to this option other. Okay, because other is usually very specific and different, so we usually give it a very special number, an unlikely number, for example, like we assign missing values. So I like to use 777 usually as my option other. We separate it by a semicolon, and then we put it as other, and I usually also write in a small comment, small text right next to other, so people know if they want to specify what their other option is, they can. So I will write something like, if selected, please specify below. So that's how we can do it. Now I just need to add this question to it, and you will see this option other 777 with a code 777 appear at the end of this. So now we're done editing our answer options. Of course, then we need to save and close. And it will bring us back to this question summary page. And now we can preview our question and see what's the difference. Et voila! So this is our question, what is your favorite color 1 under categorical questions. And it looks very, very familiar and looks very similar as our first color question. Everything's the same, and also with other option, but we have a comment box right under. If selected, please specify below. So because in this way of setting up categorical questions, the option other has a specific value, and if participants would like to select other and leave the comment box empty, they can, and they can leave it as it is and not specifying anything and move on to the next question, which is usually the way we want it for most of our questions. But there are times that you can also make them to put something in their comment box, make this as a mandatory before they can move on to the next question. However, I usually do not recommend this because it's kind of feel like you're forcing participants to write something in. So that's why I don't recommend this, but they still have the option of selecting other as one of the options. Okay, so this is how you can set up categorical questions using list radio, list with comment in LimeSurvey and McGill. And our next tutorial will be on how to set up array questions for scales. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, you can find me in Wilson Hall CRCF.